Welcome back, everybody, to another fun-filled episode of Qatartainment. I'm your host, Abdurrahman Mahanadi, aka Single QTR, along with my lovely co-hosts.
I am Khalifa Shahrani.
Ramiz, and welcome to another fun-loving podcast.
Now, you're noticing we're not doing it as much funny as we were doing as our previous episodes, because today's episode is kind of a not emotional, but rather as a social episode, as I could say.
What? Social episode?
Yeah, it's a social episode.
Like, you guys are taking it too sensitive. Like, we're talking.
No, it's connecting
it's
to
something
it.
fun.
It connects
Right.
to every
Laugh.
viewer that we have.
Well,
Light up the mood.
laugh with me.
See, not enough. No, this is enough.
All right. So as you notice from today's episode's title, the stereotypes of geeks. All right. So what is a geek? What makes a person a geek? Basically, I mean, we've all had various experiences throughout our lives about being geeks, but yes, I know.
Yeah, sorry. Your sound is good.
I know.
Okay.
All right. So, where was I? Oh, yes. So we have always been a community here in Qatar, or in general, of course. So, have any of you let's hear about your experiences at Geeks. Have any of you gotten any kind of positive or negative feedback or experiences when you guys are geeks here in Qatar or in general?
It's they use as a bad thing for us that, oh, you're a geek, oh, you're a nerd. Like, is a very bad thing about.
Which also doesn't make any sense. I
Yeah,
mean, throughout the years,
They kind of use it as a slang or throw it in our face.
oh yeah,
Yeah, like, I think everybody, like we all experience, like, I think anyone with a hobby, you're eventually gonna experience something positive and something negative.
Definitely, that's the thing.
I mean, I gotta say, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, look, people turn these hobbies into, like, most of these hobbies into amazing stuff. Like, for example, building gunplas.
That's the thing they enjoy.
Yeah, the things
Yeah,
you enjoy.
they enjoy,
But
yeah.
you enter competitions and get big money.
You the world acknowledges you. The platforms now.
That's the thing,
which
back
pays you much
then,
Yeah.
then, you would never see like two robots fighting. That's not the thing.
Yeah,
but
no.
nowadays,
Bots
there
fighting.
are official tournaments.
Yeah, you actually get to build it and model it in front of judges and things like that. They see the texture, they see the effects, they see the paints, the weathering. You know,
There's
What kind of weapons are connected to it?
And there's
blade or fire.
there's like certain rules and
Yeah.
guidelines and all of those things. It's just-
yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that. I mean, it not to mention. Oh man, this is gonna like piss a bunch of people off. Esports,
Yeah.
esports. Now think of it this way: not a lot of people have thought that playing video games
will get you money.
Or it will be a career.
the oldest excuse in time. Playing video games will not get you money.
It won't.
I'll be
Even
like-
your parents were like,
Yeah.
"You'll play games, you'll go nothing. Go and study."
Yeah, and you need a job and all
Yeah,
that.
you have to make a career out of it. But now,
You know what the perfect example is? Even until today, with esport on the rise, look at the movie Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
This guy played Gran Turismo, the simulator, and then he rang off to become
an actor.
No,
Oh,
an F1 driver.
Oh, you mean
a real
oh,
driver.
Wait,
Real-
that's
in the
It's a
movie,
true
in the
story.
movie,
yeah, it's based on a real story.
yeah,
Didn't you see you saw the movie, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh God,
Oh, and he
He's
dares to
not a proper
complain
nerd.
about it.
No, I felt like became an actor and
it was made by
No.
It was made by PlayStation.
Yeah, it's
I
like a
know,
real
but they
story.
made
Yeah,
The game and the movie,
yeah, I know.
and yet
it's
he,
based on someone's real life.
yeah.
That's nice. That's definitely nice.
yeah, but there were some changes in timeline.
Yeah, but
he started racing in 2015 actually.
okay,
Yeah, but yeah,
And now F1 drivers using simulators to practice.
yeah,
And
Hell.
even pilots.
exactly.
Yeah.
Flight simulators as well.
Even
That's so
people in ISIS practice by playing Call of Duty. Yes, they do.
Oh,
actually.
wait.
No, man.
that took a dark turn.
Farming simulator.
Huh?
Farming simulator.
No, Call of Duty.
Yeah, the
Well, you
farmers
can,
they
yeah.
learn farming from there.
I mean, now there's like a
That's
simulator for everything. So
Everything,
you can
yeah.
learn. Yeah.
You can be an ambulance
That one
driver.
company
you
that
can be
always
a
does like the
hospital-
simulators, you know?
Microsoft at this point
Yeah,
is the only
yeah.
company that ever does
The-
simulators.
The
The-
weird story I've heard once. Okay,
Please.
it's
Not the similar
it's
one.
not-
Everything
it's
is
not
not
that
the
weird,
similar
it's
one.
Everything's gonna be weird here. At this
Yeah,
moment,
see?
Oh yeah.
It's there was a child who his grandmother developed a stroke while she was driving, and she almost couldn't control the car, and so he was addicted to Mario Kart, so he managed to save her life by just
This
like
same incident
parking the
happened.
car and like
Same
driving.
incident happened with a school bus.
Yeah.
The driver
child.
got got a stroke and he lost conscious. A child came forward and he just paddled and stopped the bus, and all the children were saved.
That's the thing. That's true.
So now encourage people to
You know
play
the
games.
movie.
A buddy of mine
he's good.
once almost hit a person because she was what was it? Chasing a Pokemon. Pokemon Go.
Yeah, when the Go came on, so many accidents happened. That's a con
That
about
one was
it.
that one was a
That's a
big
con
con.
about
It was a
That
big
big
thing,
con.
actually.
Oh yeah, still is.
It was a big thing, yeah.
Still is. But when the
Miss me, it's just me.
Oh.
Okay, what's the kick? So another. Have you seen the movie Snakes on a Plane?
Yeah.
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 So you know the
Famous
the
dialogue.
scene when he like lands the plane
Yeah.
because he said, "Oh, I played Pilot Simulator on PlayStation."
Yes.
Like yeah, it's
There are many instances where they mention the gaming in the movies.
yeah, like
It's kind of
even the other guys, if you've seen that movie, he said that he learned how to drive crazy like that by playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. And even 2 days back, there were doctors who operated a pig using a PS3 joystick
That's
to
new.
do the operation.
Wait, actually,
They connected an
I
operation
think-
using PS3
Hmm?
I
joysticks.
think 1 week ago I saw this post of a real doctor, like I don't know, like in another country making a surgery using a PlayStation controller.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Far
what.
away.
that's what he was saying.
That's what I said.
No. It was a motion controller.
Yeah,
It was a PS3 motion controller.
yeah.
PS3 motion controller.
And there is this one.
No,
like,
you operate-
because
no,
no, he said a PlayStation controller.
yeah, PlayStation 5.
3.
3.
A new one, a new post. I saw that.
Okay,
Yeah,
Pro
yeah,
is
but
coming
the-
out, so he's using PS3
Yeah,
controller.
no, yeah, but the post mentioned it was a PS3. It was a PS3 motion controller.
Yeah, it's like the
impressive.
So now it's
Oh,
coming
yeah.
into mainstream now.
So,
So kids,
about
Game.
about controllers. I remember the submarine.
no. Oh, he's talking about
that was a
the-
very big incident. Yeah, that was a sad
Do
story.
you know anything about the submarine?
No,
Yeah.
not exactly.
So
It was a $20 joystick.
so
Well, it was not about the $20 joystick.
but you're
it was
using
more
it
of
to operate.
no. A lot of companies have used that controller for a while, the Logitech one, but it's more of about the
They didn't did the inspection
design
and all.
flaw in the submarine itself.
The inspection was not
like, you
carried
can
out
only-
as it should
like,
be.
yeah, you can only control the submarine using the controller. So when the controller was dead, they sank down and the water came in and pressure and whatsoever, and they're just dead.
But anyways, but I mean, I don't know if that's like how the stereotypical of geeks, but so yeah, like
No, but
Like there are
stereotyping.
places
If you
of-
talk about stereotyping, it's a misconception that if a person is a geek, he's an introvert,
Mhm.
and he is bound to
And
stay
it's
at
like
home and
weird
play games.
and childish.
And he's staying in the
Especially-
basement of his parents.
Wait,
and playing games.
especially when they say you're like childish. Like as an example, look, how old are you?
Really? We're doing
You,
this?
you don't.
Okay, fine. 34.
See,
okay.
and you still play games.
Yeah.
He's enjoying playing games. That's
It's
a good
kind
thing.
of give you.
See, I don't
peace of
understand. I don't understand how people.
It's actually a medical reason.
Yeah.
You see, if you play video games, you get actually some. You
your
actually get
stress levels come down.
Yes.
And
Go-
your heart rate goes better, so your cardiovascular just improves.
And your hand-eye coordination
That's
gets
a-
better.
So if you're like playing FPS games,
Yeah.
when it gets intense, your
That's
your
yeah,
heart
your
rate
heart rate
increases
rate.
and your cardiovascular.
Your hand-eye
And
coordination gets
especially,
better.
and especially if you get into a let's say a competitive game, in like really competitive, then
Like a
that's
ranked-
where-
It's like
Yeah.
cardio, but in a different way. Basically, the term cardio means raising your heartbeat rate.
Yeah.
So,
So
there you
that's
go.
what gaming is doing for you.
That's nice. And now, like it's impressive. Now you have the whole VR thing.
Oh, well, it's basically the gaming industry
developing.
trying to make indoor into outdoor or outdoor into
Outdoor.
It started like
Outdoor.
with
Well,
the
it's
Wii
both.
Sports.
outside world to
It started with
India.
like the Wii Sports, right?
Oh
That
yeah.
was the whole idea.
Oh yeah. I mean,
But it's not kind of
not
mainstream
exactly-
at the
it's not
moment.
exactly as accurate, but
Yeah.
to be honest,
It's
yeah.
getting better and
So,
better.
so it's basically making quote unquote like games that could be healthy.
Yeah. People are exercising using it. There are many
I saw
simulators
people-
that you can
I
do
saw
exercise.
people losing
yeah,
weight.
you got yoga
Yeah.
games, you got Just Dance. Then it's actually good for burning calories.
There's one game where you cut with the sabers. You cut.
Oh,
the
Beat
blocks.
Saber.
Beat Saber.
So you listen to
They're
music
fun,
and
yeah,
Yeah,
The
and
jams
get some cardio in.
cardio done
Oh yeah.
in the meantime.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of good that you do it.
Uh,
Back in the day when we were growing up, that was frowned upon and people used to make fun of it. Oh, he's the guy just playing. He's most probably
And-
playing games at home.
oh,
So-
true.
But like, and now we have people being addicted to Netflix and YouTube and social media.
it's like different types.
But
of
that is,
enjoyment.
but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people are
Actually.
fine with it.
But,
But,
you're just a couch potato, right? Or you're just eating and just watching Netflix and
Like,
Amazon.
yeah,
Let me
but
tell
like,
you, there's
yeah.
a difference between there's a difference between a couch potato and someone who is completely locked into his universe. He never actually leaves the room. In Japan, there's this term
Hikikomori.
hikikomori. All right,
Which means
a complete shut-in, never leaves the house, never leaves the room.
And even the job, they work inside of their home.
work
Yeah,
from home. huh?
remotely,
Online.
you know, constantly, all the time.
That's
all right,
quite a bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
And all his food he gets through
Delivered at
delivery?
home,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
junk food and all of those. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I remember one of my people I lived with when I was studying abroad.
Okay.
I would
Was it-
only see him once every 2 months.
What?
Yeah.
Come again? What?
Yeah, like
So he
He's like a vampire?
Let's hear this out. Let's hear this out.
I would
Go ahead.
literally only hear his voice at night, just
Uh-huh.
like playing video games,
Right.
and then I would only see him like once every 2 months.
Did you ever
And it's not even in the house. I don't even see him in the
is it
house.
I just wanted to ask.
Let me.
Go ahead.
And I don't even see him in the house. I just see him in the university.
So why twice? Well, once in 2 months. Well, what does he do?
Once
Comes
every
out.
2 months.
What does he?
So-
why does he comes out of the room for that one time in 2 months?
The only time he
That I wanna
goes down is when he gets his food from outside.
Oh,
and that's
there
it.
you go. So he basically like goes studies in the university, does all his courses and everything, and he just come back.
Yeah,
the
like,
stack and sleep.
yeah, like there are people like who live, especially in the UK, where it's like everything is so digitized and everything is so automated and
available, yeah.
online, so you don't really have to leave.
That's
That-
unhealthy. That's
Well, yeah.
It's not. No. It's actually good, but not for this context.
Well,
so
think of it this way: e-commerce has and shopping online has become like the basis of using making life much more easier for anybody.
and also help people with disabilities.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the main vocal point. Of
That's
what-
why games these days are getting accessibilities.
But relying completely on it is not.
This is a bad thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look how it goes.
not giving what your body needs. That's a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. I mean, remember.
Addiction of anything is
You don't
bad.
give it the correct amount of sunlight.
Yeah.
You don't.
But you
take
can
enough
balance. You
good
can
nutrients.
balance.
Yeah,
Stuff,
you can balance
definitely.
it when
I mean,
once
like,
after
you can
coming
work
home.
out, you can play games.
Remember when we were in COVID?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Those are the times.
Oh, yeah.
When you
You couldn't do
homebound,
anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember one time I've done one kendo, a couple of kendo practices with my
mask.
sensei. No mask.
Oh.
No, we were doing it via Zoom call.
Oh. Okay.
It was a thing back then where people.
Yeah.
I know.
So Zoom
Kendo
came into
ones.
existence
Even,
that time.
Allow me to explain because it's. I know what you're thinking. We just do the drills. We of course we can't spar, but we just do the
Yeah, doing the
drills.
drills, the practice.
but
Can't you just do it on your own?
Yeah, no,
Those
but they
drills.
can
You don't
do-
even need to be on Zoom.
Kendo is mainly done as a group. It's never done. It's
can-
never fun.
So
We
you
do
can
it
know
on
your
your own.
mistakes. You know.
Oh yeah, and it's always like a hierarchy. So there's always one head sensei, and the others just do what he says.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's
Keep going.
and one time I was actually invited to a from Andy Fisher.
Oh, that one popular guy.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah. He does the kendo show. He invited a lot of people into a like a Zoom call where
So from
everyone.
all over the world. Huh?
All over the
that's
world.
nice. That's
Okay.
nice.
I
That's
think
good.
over 40 or 50 people joined that call.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's
in
nice.
Oh yeah.
That's nice. So you can gather like a community of your like the things you're interested in.
It depends on how you're going to. I know when we did the what was it called? When we did practice, that's one thing, you know. But when the thing is, you know, when it came to like martial arts or gaming or anything like that, people will definitely think it's weird. You know, when I started kendo, people thought it was weird. What are you gonna use kendo for?
That actually happened to you like a couple of days ago, right? You told me about the two people that came to your
Oh
the
no,
club.
yeah. So this is actually related to being a geek or a nerd. You are infatuated with a hobby, and people will say why aren't you
they
making,
make fun of it.
No, not just make fun of it. You're not making money out of it.
Ah, okay.
So I was leaving practice one time. We were in Aspire. We were leaving one of those mini football pitches because we couldn't use the indoor at that time. All right. So these two guys, they said hi, things like that. They were wondering, what is this sport? It's kendo. It's a Japanese martial art that's based on sword fighting. Right?
Just the basic idea.
What do you do with it? I practice it. I like it's like, and then I told them I manage it. I manage the group. I help them out. I get them organized. I get that. I do their social media. How much are they paying you for it?
We go again.
Nothing. I actually lost money.
I
not lost. I
People
invested.
have this.
I invested money into getting kendo up and going.
Wait, furthermore, like in the future, you might get money. You might start a business here.
Yeah, majority of the people just started it as a hobby. Then it happened to be a source of income for them.
Also, not everything has to be with money.
Yeah,
That's
everything
the
is
problem
not.
with people here. They see
Everything is
hobbies as a source of income,
Yeah.
not as a passion. Passion? Who cares
What do
about
you do with
passion?
it?
What's more important is money. That's what they think.
Passion actually gets you more money. Passion gets you more money.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
What you love, what you do, you love, then you automatically the money comes in.
No, this.
By the way, just to cut in, as our viewer, he just commented, you are the Sunlight Kagma, best host ever.
What the fuck?
It's Sam. He's commenting you.
He's commenting
okay.
you. Okay.
Well,
You
he's
didn't say it was
Sunlight.
Sam. It was out of context.
complimenting you.
It's
He's
complimenting
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a compliment.
Love you,
Just
Sam.
take
Hello, Abrar. Hello. Hope you get well.
All right. So here's a stereotype. Apparently, it's a comment, a very relevant comment. Women don't find geeks sexy. Well, Fantastic Travels. There's 2 guys. 2 out of 4 of these hosts are married. So, joke's on you.
We got.
That is the most cliche thing I've seen all day long.
Yeah, people kind of think that being a geek.
Or women don't find
The
geeks.
2 out of
The execution. It was not good.
Oh yeah, I probably didn't do it right.
We just didn't went with the flow.
But I think,
But they got the
Execution's
point.
not
They got the
good,
point.
yeah. Okay.
because I can't. I'm not gonna say I look.
But that's a stereotype,
So-
right?
I'm not gonna say I look. You get it right.
Can I just talk? Like,
Please.
anyways,
Chime in now.
like
Yeah.
I would disagree on the point of passion has to make money, because there are a lot of hobbies here in Qatar that is accepted,
Yeah.
that don't make money, that people are fine with it.
But it took time, right, to reach there.
I didn't list, so let me.
Some hobbies
So
take
falcon
time to actually
hunting.
rise up. Oh, sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
Falcon hunting,
Okay.
people who has a farm and raise sheep, or like people who would sell
Horse riding?
antiques or any of these stuff.
Horse riding.
These that are like accepted, but that generally don't make money, but they're fine. They accept it,
You know how
because
does
it's
that
more
affect
about
it?
It's a part of the
preference thing.
culture.
Yeah, the part of
Yeah, but-
culture.
yeah.
Even if it's part of the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People just generally don't like whether it's something that is out of their comfort zone.
But there is something called falcon trading.
If
You
it's
know
something that is out of their comfort zone, they assume that it must at least make something.
Their interest is just limited.
that? Too limited. And
Yeah.
if it's not connected to culture, it won't have got so high
Or sports.
as a sport or as a hobby.
It's like how Taekwondo become popular here.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't tell me about Taekwondo. I can't imagine how many times I'm getting calls. How many do you have Taekwondo? Is this Taekwondo?
Actually,
It's Doha Kendo.
yeah, not
Where is
taekwondo.
the Taekwondo or
One of my
Well, if you say it fast enough.
one of my family members actually said that about Kendo. I told him I'm going to my Kendo class. Oh, the Taekwondo class with Abdurrahman.
Yeah, see?
Bro,
If you say it
think-
fast enough, it's Taekwondo.
was it your dad?
Bad publicity is
I'm
good
sorry, was it
publicity,
your
no
dad?
problem.
No. He understands the things you do. He actually likes Kendo.
All right. So there are people who actually see this hobby as a different kind of hobby.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, why not? I mean, just people are people, People have dumb cognitive minds, okay? It's fine, And just like some people here in this table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a hobby. I collect currency. I collect stamps when I was in school days.
Look
I
at
used to
this
make
guy.
a stamp book. Yeah.
Post
I used
stamps
to,
like the
I
ones
used to
there.
make a stamp
That's
book.
interesting.
I have coins collection. I have currency collection. I have old notes from
really?
India. Yeah. I have the currency from 1901, the Indian old British.
Look at this
Empire.
guy.
So I am a collector. Matlab, people have hobbies, separate hobbies.
That's
And
amazing.
it's not making money, but
Says
you
the
are
guy
just
who was
making
mocking
your
me for having
happiness.
5 switches.
That's unnecessary.
No.
No, see? Now that's the problem.
Wait, what?
You're part of the problem.
Five is
You're part of the problem.
Like after-
See?
Hold on.
Just to
You're
add,
part of the
Just to
problem.
add a point. Just to add to a point. After attending the Geekdom this year, I started this hobby of collecting now the pins, the stamps.
Okay.
So now I collect pins. I have pins from different events. Plus I have done this when we had this expo in Doha. We had pins from different countries. So I have a collection of that too.
That's nice.
That's actually
You
good.
can like organize
The enamel pins, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I also have one. Yeah, as well.
So I have that hobby
never
now. So you
collected
just
those.
develop with time new hobbies. It's not like the old hobbies just go with you. On
Yeah.
the way you get new hobbies on the way.
Let's talk about someone who's part of the problem.
What was the
As
5 switches about?
well, in context, let me explain. Don't interrupt me.
Okay,
And so I do console collecting. I collect video game consoles,
Okay, that's a good problem.
and I've collected a decent amount.
Yeah.
And someone didn't like it because it deemed as
To
unnecessary.
be honest, I'm just jealous.
See,
Yeah,
you're
that's-
just jealous.
that's-
Just say you're
that's
jealous.
admit it.
Yeah.
I'm a
People
bit
even
jealous.
collect joysticks, from
Like,
different
I want-
countries or different versions
I
of
want
the joysticks.
I want 5 different consoles.
You gotta
Okay.
talk in-
Oh yeah, you were a bit
Because
away
you
from
were
the
like-
mic, but yes.
Right, you gotta.
I'm
No worries,
scared
go on.
actually
Oh.
because I'm too close. That's why. Okay, I'll
Okay,
continue
okay.
now.
Just yeah.
It's
Close
Sorry,
enough.
technical difficulty. Okay.
I think it's more of
So
a
we have
manual.
chats.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. So here's an interesting question: between a football player and an MCU geek, who do you think wins the girl?
Doesn't matter.
If the girl rates the mind above the looks, then he
So
gets the geek,
is
right?
this what marriage is nowadays? Whether I play football or I'm an MCU fan?
Well, all right.
I mean, it doesn't
I got
matter.
a realistic option for you. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. A football player can break his whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Whether leg or get a shoulder or knees or anything like that, he can get injured and then he'll no longer play. An MCU geek will work until his ending days,
And he will
And he'll
enjoy
get
it.
updated, and he'll be updating it.
and he'll make more, and he'll still make the money.
Plus, there's an
Now,
addition. There's
if-
addition
if
from
it's
Sam.
If it's about the money, then the MCU
Yeah,
geek
And
wins.
he could never get tired.
No, there's a comment from
He
Sam.
doesn't
He's
need
saying
recovery.
the one with the rules.
Exactly.
I disagree because football player, I think they're healthy.
No, but
Whereas
they are ready-
I mean, I think they're both bad.
a sec.
Wait.
Did you see that one CS Counter-Strike team? Half of the team is muscular.
I don't.
You can
Hey,
play
that's
games and
irrelevant.
still-
Indian Henry
Anyways,
Cavill. Henry
point that
Cavill
out.
is a gaming
No,
geek.
wait, even there was one Counter Strike team I heard that was like very old, like 60 or
The
70.
game is old.
No,
No,
they are
the
old.
players. The
All the
players.
players.
I think you saw it, right?
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah,
60
that's
or
what I'm
70
saying.
years old.
They competed in the competition too. I think.
There you go.
But I think equally the football player and the MCU fan, they're getting both kinds of pain. One is physical and the second one is mental.
Yeah. It depends how the guy
can
plays. It
Yeah.
depends on how the guy plays and how
Yeah.
you get the girl.
Yeah, but I would say MCU geek wins.
Yeah.
MCU geek.
All
None
the
of
way,
them
all the
wins.
way.
All right. And also, Quantastic Travels, women don't love money.
No, that's a stereotype for women.
Yeah, so that's a different kind of stereotype.
Yeah.
What are they yapping about?
I don't even understand.
Then one of the comments say women love money.
Okay.
The guy with the rules will get the
Partially
woman
true.
Which is why you become an
No,
engineer.
people,
and collect consoles.
no, people.
See,
no, I
you
said
become an
people-
engineer. That's why.
Every
When
single
you become an
one-
You
engineer,
just want to
you
just
make
put it on
money,
the side.
then you can live comfortably.
You got
It's so
in
good.
the mic.
Yeah, in the mic
All right. You
Yeah.
just have to. Why do you have to mention that you're an engineer? How many?
every time.
Because it makes money.
Engineer Khan. He needs the title.
It makes money.
Yeah, just write it
If
in
you
your
still had
Instagram
yourself
bio.
Football player,
No,
Please
at
don't-
least here.
Wait.
in Qatar.
Barely.
Oh,
You
here,
know?
yeah.
Please don't tell me you have that in your bio.
He deleted.
Oh,
his
I did.
bio.
I
Oh,
don't
thank
have.
God.
Deleted everything. His social media.
But I did
everything.
put that
Wait,
once.
you deleted your social media?
I don't use social media.
He doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, he did use once had.
I don't.
I
I
am
don't
Gagma.
use. I don't use social media. Yeah, but anyways, that's irrelevant. But like, I think it's just a subjective.
Sam is like the way the two married dudes said women don't love money. Yeah, that's the truth, man.
Yeah.
You're just stereotyping all.
Yeah, women don't love money. Everyone loves money. Actually, everyone needs money. There's a difference.
There's other comment from
if people
Sam.
love money or women love money, then they're gold diggers. That's a difference.
The way the two single dude looked at each other. He's a kid. He's a kid. So no
I'm
problem.
gonna go for a break.
Why?
No,
You guys keep going.
No.
Why?
Why? Acha, okay. Okay,
Oh, okay.
we
So-
understand. Yeah, so
All right, so
I'm left alone.
Ghanem is going.
he's come back.
Is going with. The
There's a
short break.
there's a comment from Abrar.
Yes.
Football players earn more money. So much that they can literally solve many issues that the world is facing, but they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just keeping it for themselves and just enjoying life, man.
Yeah, and they're on social media. Look at my life.
And the geeks are making the world better. Geeks are making the world better with new inventions and new ways. Yeah,
Debatable.
yeah, we are making it easier.
I
for
mean, at
people.
least Elon Musk is doing something with Neuralink.
he's developing at least.
Yes, he's doing it for people who actually. Now that is the one geek you can think of
Yeah.
that actually is making a difference, right, with the world.
Internet connecting everyone.
He's literally creating things for people who are disabled.
Yeah.
You know, and that's amazing. You know.
Like what PlayStation did, the controller.
You see, with
It's
Neuralink,
kind of,
it's giving
people with
disabled
Neuralink.
yes,
With disability, they can
for
use the
people with
body
they can
parts
use they can use something. They can
through the neuron system of the body.
Yeah.
They can
It's
function.
it's a little bit terrifying though.
not much. Well, you know, when it comes to technology, nobody can ever.
Sam commented, "Forever alone."
I'll leave him alone. He's forever alone at this point.
Yeah, and Fantastic Travel. Is there a difference between geeks and nerds?
Okay, now that so welcome back.
Welcome back, Ghanem.
So now we
There's
got
a question.
Is there a difference between geeks and nerds?
Before, yes, but now it's the same.
No, I have.
It's like, you know how it's like.
the opposites.
No,
I have an answer.
no. Actually, now it's the opposite. But before, many years in the 90s or 80s, right? When being a nerd, it came back to the stereotype of glasses and people with long hair and
the two teeth and a broken glasses. Yeah.
and the snorting.
like,
Actually,
There you go.
I can explain. So, like, geek and a fan, it's like more of, you know, a basic term.
Yeah.
Where it's, you know, like, it's just, you know, you're just a fan or you're just a geek of something. But nerd and stan is a more of an obsessive thing.
Stan?
Stan. So,
Sorry, I don't
it's
get
a term where it's like,
A nerd.
You're-
I'll just
yeah,
add to
it's
it.
like,
I'll just add to
wait,
it.
wait.
A nerd is social, awkward, and an intelligent but single-minded person, obsessed with a non-social hobby or pursuit. Whereas geek, a digital technology expert or enthusiast, or a person who has excessive enthusiasm for and some expertise.
okay.
That's
a textbook.
technical.
That's
But
yeah,
okay,
technically.
that second
question.
sentence,
Yeah.
it just came to be, you know?
Yeah.
It was
when
originally just
started,
for a
yeah.
nerd, but
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
blending together. And also a fan and a stan is also like blending together. So now people would say, oh, I'm a stan of, like, I don't know, Eminem, or, you know, like any other thing, you know?
Mm.
And a fan and geek, or like a nerd, you know? It's just now, they no
One
longer
of the
have
same?
value. They're like, now they're more of the same.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Ah,
oh wait, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Saying that.
He talked
Maybe
about,
he introduced many words in dictionary. They have added for Eminem. Whatever he rapped, there are many words used in dictionary.
So we have a question here. This is for all of us. What stereotypical geek interest trait that you don't have?
This question is for all the hosts.
Yeah.
well, I go outside, so I guess, you know, I guess we all go outside as well. Like, I think, like, the good thing about geeks in Qatar is that most of them, at least most of them,
Yeah.
they tend to go outside, you know?
We
Like,
have social lives.
they don't make their geekiness part of their personality,
Yeah.
but more of they separate that
Like their
with their
interest.
other personality, you know?
Think-
Like when
Yeah.
someone just say, oh, I watched this new Marvel movie, they just happen to be, you
Hmm.
know? Like I've seen people from my work where I saw them talk about Command and Conquer, CS Source, Age of Empire,
Right.
talking about Valorant and other these games. These guys look nothing like a normal geek or a nerd or a gamer or anything.
You see,
But
that's
they
the
just
thing.
happen to be.
It's a stereotypical image.
Never judge a book by its cover. That is rule number one. You know, when you
don't know, what somebody will.
like think of
like
it
or
this
dislike.
way. Like think of it this way. I didn't know you were a geek.
Yeah,
Never, and that also he likewise. I don't
and
know.
their family.
Yeah, and we're family.
I thought you were like a boring person, like just a normal.
Yeah, he is,
a
but
normal. What, I'm not
Okay,
saying anything bad here.
slandered live on camera. Okay.
So, wait.
Wow. If only you knew this have the crazy shit that I've done over the years.
Yeah.
Correct, please.
Oh, correct.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
You never should judge a book by its cover, and you should never assume a geek is not a geek or not a
And the
geek is a
opposite,
geek.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
see,
Yeah.
what I think is back to the question I was gonna answer. So the thing that I
think
like
it's finished.
have that besides like the stereotypical thing, the interest, I work out. I do many physical activities actually, and I have many of my friends. They do that too. It's not like all I do is just play games. That's stupid. So when you get back home from school,
Oh yeah.
what do?
We don't
Most
come
of them
back.
just sleep or use their phone all day, and they blame me when I go and play.
sorry, but-
multiplayer
Actually,
games.
gaming is part of life.
I'll
It's
tell you-
not our life.
I honestly
like in defense of sleeping's the best thing in the world, guys.
Sleep is sleep.
I know, but like
I like sleeping, but the first
In
sleeping at
defense of
night. I
sleeping.
don't like sleeping in the afternoon.
No,
If I sleep,
that-
if I sleep in the afternoon, I can't sleep
Same
at
with
night.
Same with
Schedule
me.
rules.
Same with me.
Oh, especially in the afternoon, it's so good. Like
If I
30
get a-
minutes, 1
If I get
hour.
a 4 to 5 hours sleep, it's good. If I
Come
sleep for 8 to
on.
9 hours, I just like
Like
zombie
just
the
even
whole
just
day.
like laying on bed, just staring at the wall. That's
It's the
more
whole-
than
it's
good
the whole
enough.
Best
sleep
hobby, yeah.
cycle thing. I actually believe in that thing. It's a scientific thing. So when I open like the Google and I search for like sleep cycles, there is a calculator that like calculates the time that you
Oh.
need. It's very good.
They start adding that stuff into like Apple Watch
Yeah.
and
Oh, it's
Galaxy
already
Watch,
been there
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
long time.
smartwatches.
So
Yeah, but they actually calculate your sleep. Oh yeah.
So-
And they should tell you when you should be sleeping.
And they also like calculate like when do you go to deep sleep, REM phase, and when you feel conscious but you're not so conscious.
there
Yeah.
are levels.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
insane.
And
They're like phases when it comes to
yeah,
your
but you
sleep.
should be wearing the watch or.
But with all this
Now the
stuff,
ring.
I don't
No,
feel
the watch.
comfortable.
I hate
I
the
don't
new-
feel comfortable.
I
with
No,
it.
have
that's
an opinion.
okay.
I have an opinion here. You know the new whoop thing.
Whoop.
Whoop.
Whoop,
that
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's such a
Sounds
waste of money for me, I think. Yeah, it's so overhyped.
800 as a starting thing, and then wait.
It's
Okay, go on.
There's subscription.
Wait,
Yeah,
just wait.
subscription
No,
for
let him go.
thing.
They're just advertising it. You can get it 74,000 ways. What is that?
Okay,
It's like a trend.
so let me say, like, I initially wanted to get the Whoop, but
Mhm.
like the more I got into it, which was he said, like, first of all, you have to pay almost more than $200 for the watch.
Yeah.
Second of all, you
Subscription?
need to subscribe.
Yeah.
For 1 year, you cannot pay for a single month here.
Yeah, you need
Oh.
to subscribe
So how much
yearly.
is
Another
that? How much
800.
is that?
And worse, they make new iterations every other year. Like I think now they're gonna make the 5th iteration
And I
of
suppose-
the.
If you take
I
the
would
watch and if you pay the subscription and after 1 year you stop, so you won't be able to use it any further.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just there. Physically.
It's just a utility then.
I would rather use the. I would
Smartwatch.
use that.
Apple Watch.
It's just junk.
No, even not just the
Doesn't
Apple
even
Watch.
have
I
a
would
screen.
even rather
Yeah, it doesn't
use.
have a
It doesn't have a screen.
It's just
I would rather even use the what's it called the Galaxy Ring.
Yeah. The ring is much better. yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, I saw.
Want to hear a new?
Okay, so there's one comment from Abrar.
Hold on.
There's even a game called
Hold on,
Pokemon
hold
Sleep.
on,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's not relatable.
Okay.
All right. There even I heard recently now that Apple wants to create an Apple Ring.
Okay, that's fine.
They can
do it.
implement
It's
They
been
can
a
do it.
thing.
Huh?
It's been a thing.
They want to sell everything.
No, they want to do a ring just like how Samsung is doing it. I mean, come on, be original.
What, they will come with a necklace?
Both
Bro,
of
it's
them
the
are
tech
copying
industry.
each other.
What are you expecting?
They want to get into
They
the
copy
business.
one
They
another.
want competition.
They made Apple Vision Pro and you don't like it.
Apple
they made
removed
Apple
the
AR
charger,
glasses, you don't
Samsung
like
did.
it.
That's
They
expensive.
Google
Too
made
expensive,
glasses,
man,
you don't
too
like it. So like,
Well, I mean, would you pay 15,000 reals for glasses?
You can actually buy.
no.
There you go.
But I don't care.
can
Like,
actually-
you shouldn't care.
But the joke is people are walking on
You
the street
guys are
wearing that.
complaining as if
People are
you're
walking on
paying
the
for it.
streets.
You can buy 10 times 10 headsets like the Meta thing.
Yeah, the Oculus.
Meta Quest.
The Oculus, yeah,
You
Quest.
can buy 10
10
of
pieces
for
of
the
those,
same
yeah.
price as the Apple
That's
Vision.
what I'm saying.
So there's just a joke in between. There one during geekdom. There's one guy who wore this Apple eyewear and he was just walking straight and he just fell from the pole that was in the way.
He fell from the what?
Pole. It just struck a pole in between. It was just the barricades in between.
Yeah.
He couldn't see that. He was just walking. He was so happy using it. I guess.
Stupid.
And he fell. And
But
I was
why-
like,
why
this is
would-
accident prone.
That's an insipid act.
Why would anyone really wear those in the middle of in the middle of geekdom?
But no, that's not in geekdom. There wasn't a pool in geekdom.
What?
But
Okay,
Anyways.
there's a comment. There's a comment from Groove Street OGs. Next marriage ceremony gives Apple ring rather than a normal ring. The people will start giving Apple ring.
They're concerned the price.
Actually,
range.
it'll be much cheaper.
Seriously?
That is true
Come on. You know how much a wedding ring costs
nowadays.
in this economy?
Mine was
In Qatar?
Mine was 9,000 riyals.
Yeah, you're Ramiz. That's why it costs 9,000 riyals. You want to know how much does
You
it cost
married
here?
once, man. You married one.
You want to know? We married 4 times.
No, I
You want to
married
know how
one.
much this costs?
1, a 2, a 3, and a 4.
Yeah.
You,
like,
you don't
come on.
speak about it. You're not of the age. You're not of the legal age.
But
And you're not Qatari, so don't tell us,
But
okay, what to
I'm
buy,
loving
okay?
how this conversation really steered towards marriage.
Do that one comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
The
job.
two married person talking about themselves being married.
I'm sorry. I am married, but
Why? No, I think we have more than enough to complain about.
oh, we're good.
Okay, so
So-
back to the topic. Okay, so there's a comment from Quantastic
Apple-
Travels. Apple knows how to make everything better expensive. Yeah, that's true.
And also, you guys are complaining about Apple products as if you have to buy it. Just
It's an option.
ignore it.
Like it. Yeah, I
Hello?
don't like it
The
at
problem
all.
is they make the software shitty so that you have to buy the hardware.
It's safe.
No.
Yeah, they do it.
It's like
They do it. Your old
well,
model.
What-
As someone who uses both Apple and Android, you don't have to.
Bro, you're using quite
That's
older
a
Apple.
choice. It's a choice.
Okay.
So,
See,
So,
you did not
that's-
saw
but
the
you don't have to
changes?
buy the latest every time.
Look.
People get obsessed about it, you know? Once
That's a
it's
you problem.
announced-
That's not mine.
The iOS is more user friendly. That's
No.
one thing. It's simple. It's simple. It's simple and it's safe. But
He came to the dark side. He came to the dark side.
Samsung is more open source.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
Unix
exactly.
and Windows.
You can
Same
do many
story,
things,
same
yeah.
story.
Exactly. You have
Because-
more options.
Android phones are basically Linux phones.
Yes.
Even Samsung phones, they're all basically Linux
yeah.
phones. Android is a fork of Linux.
But you can it's open source, so anybody can do any tweaking and they
Yes.
can make it according to their needs.
I can even use a Samsung phone or like any other phone and then just
make it.
do it whatever you. That's the good thing about Android, is that you can do whatever you want with it. Whereas
And you know-
Apple protects your data. It actually protects
It's
your data.
too much.
See what's different nowadays?
It's a good-
see what's the good thing about phones? They're all like just can contact anyone, and like he's a Samsung and I use Apple.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
still can
Oh, yeah.
contact him. So I don't understand.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just a
what-
choice.
No, but there's a
That's
thing
so-
called the iMessage bubble, right? The blue and the red, green one. It was a very big phenomena back when it
Oh,
introduced.
yeah,
Yeah, but that's like only.
Oh,
in
you have a
America.
green bubble,
That
man.
started-
Bro, that's like an American
That
only.
technically started with what's it called? BBM, where you can text someone who has BlackBerry, but they have to have.
Yes,
the
that was frowned
BlackBerry.
upon, yeah, by other non-Apple, by the BlackBerry users.
And then
You
came.
don't know about Blackberries?
I know Blackberries.
So there was this BlackBerry Messenger, right? So people who were using Blackberries, they get a blue bubble when they send the
And
text.
what's the problem with
The
that?
idea.
It gets.
All right.
Yeah, you can
Allow
explain
me.
it? Yeah.
All right. Okay. Back in the day, every time you send a text message, it costs money on you. And
Like
then,
the SMS.
yeah,
The services you have to pay for it.
yeah, no, sorry. It's basically it goes on your bill every time.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it expensive?
Well, it depends on how many messages you send.
Like
What package is
like
it?
for example, 500.
500 messages or like
500
nus riyal or like 1 riyal, something like
That's
that.
fine.
per message.
Per message.
Per
Per message.
message.
You have to pay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was-
Yeah.
When it came, it was quite expensive.
So what if I like just wrote a whole paragraph in one text and send it? That's
Yeah,
that's
but
But it
calculated
was
money.
limited. It was limited to words.
There was character limits
The
as
character
well.
limits, right?
And apparently, in order for you to get those messages, or somehow you had to pay for a certain subscription or something like that. Now, when BlackBerry came out, they came up with a messenger system, which was the BlackBerry Messenger. That was the first idea of revolution. All right. Now, it came to the point where they made some sort of independent messenger where you pay a subscription and send unlimited texts.
That was the highest subscription
That's
plan.
better.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah. And then later on, iPhone came out. WhatsApp.
Everyone needed
You
it.
don't need a
no,
subscription.
no. Here's a more accurate one.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
After BlackBerry Messenger
Yeah.
came Fiber,
But
which was the very first free messaging app on the phone, on the BlackBerry. And then everybody went to Fiber.
And Tango.
And then
Messenger.
think WeChat
WhatsApp
also
came
came out,
out, and then everybody went to WhatsApp.
WeChat, but I think
There was one in India named Nimbus.
No,
wait, are we talking
Facebook
about-
Messenger?
No. I'm talking
Which
about
one?
the app itself, Messenger.
Yeah, do you mean Facebook Messenger? Yeah?
No. Normal SMS.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
referring to the Instagram's Messenger.
Instagram Messenger.
No, it's implemented inside of it. That's what I'm saying.
So it was introduced afterwards.
No, but
not
that was before that.
Hold on. You see, those messenger systems were introduced afterwards. In
BlackBerry introduced it.
You see, iMessage didn't come up until later. It was just normal text messages. Then it became more interactive, emojis, all that kind of stuff.
When the iPhone 5 came out.
And
Well, that one-
voice records. That's nice.
Oh yeah,
And you
That
can
was-
send,
that
and
was
you can
later
send
introduced.
images and videos.
That was later introduced one by one. First, it was with text. And I think in BlackBerry you switch your pins,
I can-
BlackBerry
I
pins
can-
with one another to add.
So wait,
the-
which BlackBerry are you talking about? The
the
one with the
yes,
keyboard?
with the
Ah.
keyboard. Yeah,
How did you even use that?
this was so good.
well,
No,
I missed that.
the thing,
seriously.
the thing
The
is,
games on it was so
Yeah,
strong.
so
the
good.
thing is, back then,
There was a
it was a
Nokia.
thing.
The communicator, you know that?
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, what?
good.
Slides, right?
I have it.
Nokia that slides, right?
Apparently, the first fold-like phone that looked like a laptop or something was a Nokia phone.
Nokia communicator.
I was thinking 3DS. or
E50,
something like
I
that.
think.
3DS a game
series.
console, man.
Yeah, but still, it's
Alright.
foldable. Foldable
So,
device.
guys, we got a nice comment here, actually, which I think everyone will would like to hear. What's a geek hobby that seems absurd? Anybody?
Absurd? Oh, yes. Well, isn't he
I have some friends back
Well,
home
you don't have
who
to
visit.
you don't have to limit it to your own. Yeah.
Okay, I have some friends back home who collect the free shampoos and stuff in the hotels.
Oh,
And they
coupon
might collect
collecting.
any- No, the shampoos
That's
and the
not
conditioner.
particularly a
Wait,
geek.
So I don't.
Teeth and bubble gums.
What?
Hold on.
Okay,
Yeah,
bubblegum's
hold-
okay.
Hold on.
Bubbles
Hold
gum,
on.
okay.
Hold on. Just
Add to it.
look at Wayan while I slap the hell out of him. Teeth?
People do that.
Oh, that's
That's
like
not geek.
no, that's archaeologists.
Well, it's absurd.
Archaeologists, teeth and bubblegum.
No,
That's what we are saying.
archaeologists would study about like history within the context of bones and biomes and
Yeah.
natural
I
habitat.
get
Even
that, but that's
even people
science.
collect
But
stones.
bubblegum is just bubblegum,
People
guys.
collect stones.
No, stones is
That's
okay
rock.
because there are like
rock
some
collectors, yeah.
rare
Anything that's
stones.
absurd, but podcast. Right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but that.
Yeah, okay,
but-
absurd, huh? Yes,
but,
that
but those
counts.
aren't like science related, not geek related.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
speak of geek related. Quite
Very bad.
appropriate.
Okay, here's
Go ahead, see it, I mean-
oh no, wait. Like
No.
here's I think a hobby that I think is just doesn't make sense. It's called bird watching.
Ah, yes, people do it. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and it's
I
quite
mean,
a big community.
I mean, just say you go outside.
no. It's bird watching. Actually, it happens during
but-
some this
honestly,
But
season.
there's like a lot.
It's in terms of identifying
The birds
by color and by sound.
and the
They
breeds.
have the book and the binoculars.
Yeah,
You ever
And
saw-
they have a community. Like they have like an
big
actual
community, big
website.
community.
you ever saw this movie called The Big Year?
no.
Luke Wilson, Steve Martin, and Jack Black.
Okay.
All these guys, they collect. They collect and
Note down
write
the
down
species.
the species of birds and where they find it.
Mm.
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
Like, what's the plot?
That's the plot. Bird watching is the
That's
plot.
it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what they actually do. So they basically go around and they just find the bird. They write about it. Where did they found it?
There is a
in-
movie. I
in one
don't
of the
a
scenes-
documentary.
sorry,
I think
yes.
I've seen on
Hold
YouTube.
on, sorry. In one of the scenes, he actually has to, in order to see that bird, they actually had to go by a helicopter because they nest in like a small crack in the hill or mountain.
So one question about whole hobby.
Yeah.
You turn into a job.
Yeah,
Like a
people do
business.
it. People do it.
Yeah, but you have to dedicate your entire life to it.
Yeah.
Hence, Luke
And you cannot do it everywhere.
no, it was Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson was the biggest loser in that movie. He lost his wife, but he became apparently the best bird watcher.
Mm.
Why did he lose?
He was out all
You
year.
go and watch the movie.
He was
go and watch the
out
movie to
all
find out.
year bird watching.
That's lame.
It's just you're sacrificing a lot of things for,
For that particular.
watching
Hawk
a bird.
Watching a bird, yeah.
Yeah, but he did because he was the one who held the record of how many
It's
birds.
it's not a new discovery, anyways.
No, it's because it's so obsessive that he held the record and he wants to remain the more person who holds the record.
Or sometimes there were photographers who found a bird that they thought it was extinct 150 years ago.
Yeah.
But
and they found it.
again.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's what actual
new
bird
discovery.
watching can be beneficial in terms of history.
But
in
there
terms
can
of
be some
biology.
the people who are bird watchers and are good at photography too. So they photograph the things
Yeah, yeah.
that sometimes they,
could
get a
make that
award
the
for
job.
it.
And I think
They should be
Sheldon
our
was in that
director
movie.
for-
Yeah,
See,
Sheldon.
the problem is you cannot do it everywhere. You cannot do it here.
You can.
Yes, you can.
You can.
Yeah, but it's way too limited. Like imagine the same here, but like in a forest in
mean,
Australia.
If you
Alright.
kind of get into it, there are so many species of bird in Qatar. You can face in December. They'll be coming flocking out here. And
You don't even have to like necessarily
now.
birds.
Right.
But I mean, it's Mike.
Yeah, you got it. You have to speak.
How much? Now? Now, hello.
You're too close.
Okay.
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 Yeah, so you can watch that, read the comments, and
Yeah.
speak at the same time.
So carry on, yeah.
We have so here's an interesting comment. It
Anyone
might get a
have
little
any
controversial, so
Okay.
brace yourselves. Do you have any criticisms against geek culture?
Definitely.
All right.
Yes.
Since you're the first one to answer, go ahead.
So
Tell me your criticism.
So there is limits. So when we talk about absurd things, there is limits. You cannot just go and do like unnecessary stuff and just ruin the environment, for example.
All right. Give us an example.
Okay, let's see. So about the whole bird thing, you can do like the hunt. You can hunt birds as a.
To be honest, that's just a hobby. I don't clarify that as a geek
yeah,
hobby.
so
Hunting,
cannot speak
hunting
on
is
behalf of
different.
bird
Hunting is
watchers.
different. Watching birds is different. They don't harm the birds. They just watch it just for the feel of it, and they
Yeah,
get
they
the
don't
enjoyment.
catch the birds.
They
So
don't catch
back
it,
to the
kid.
geek thing. There is limits. You cannot just spend. We talked about this, that you cannot just spend your whole life in a room and.
Yeah, it's like your social life gets destroyed because of
you
this.
need to-
That's
you need-
criticism.
so you need balance. That's all I'm saying.
Unless you want to destroy your love, then that's a different story.
Yeah, I gotta say, the kind of criticism I would say. So your criticism would be that you cannot be a geek full time.
Yes.
Oh, of course. That's
There's a time for everything.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I could have just spent my entire day playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and told you guys don't come over to the podcast.
But the next day you gotta do something else. You cannot just spend your whole life doing the same thing.
I'm talking about today.
No, for today, he's saying that he could have given
It's
his
an example.
time,
Okay.
but he's setting up this time for everything, and
He's
that's
sacrificing his time for us.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
so
nice,
cute.
Abdurrahman.
yeah,
That's nice.
Oh,
of course.
We appreciate it.
Well, I know.
I don't
thank you.
appreciate it.
I know you don't.
no.
You're welcome.
But you see my point. I mean, people have to act. It's proper time management.
So you have to balance
A
everything.
geek,
You have to
a geek
balance
cannot be a geek full time.
full time. Yeah.
Would you consider what we are doing here in the podcast
Yes.
a geek thing? Even though
Just
we're
for the
talking-
time being.
I mean, even though we are talking about geek topics
Mhm.
in general.
I mean, that's socializing.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
know?
yeah. I mean, think about it. I mean,
Which
We're
geeks
discussing
don't do.
your opinions.
we rarely get together on like
Normally.
social occasions.
Yeah.
I mean, we got together last time on Geekend.
And on saber
And
training,
before that,
we
the
do.
only time I would see him is like on Eid. That's it.
And the last time he saw me was on my wedding.
So being a geek could improve your relationship. See?
Yeah. If you know your family is geeks or has a geek,
which took you long enough to know that you guys are geeks.
well, the problem is, you see, when you know as well as I do,
Yeah.
in Eid, we have to assume the form of formality.
Just that.
Ah,
You just.
But like
stick to
also like
the-
you didn't even guys talk to each
You
other,
cannot just
right?
go. You cannot.
You stick to decorum.
That's because he's very young,
The age gap.
and and if I'm gonna talk to anybody, I'm gonna have to be talking to his dad or his grandmother.
We can just
You
talk
can't
to him.
discuss.
No, because you're going to a majlis, for example. Just gonna go there and, man, the last episode of Breaking Bad was amazing.
You can't do
Does that
that.
sound right?
Assalamu
Imagine
alaikum.
telling this to my
Assalamu
father.
alaikum, did you
talking
play this
about
game?
Breaking Bad.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
That'll be funny.
Crazy. So yes, definitely, the formality is a big problem.
I'll tell
Unless
you
we're talking about Turkish, then
Oh,
he can
God.
engage.
God, I was able to at least get my dad into Vikings.
Okay.
Vikings.
That's a good, yeah.
Nice.
Vikings. All right. He like actually the history part of it. Because
Surprisingly,
it was made by History Channel.
speaking of that,
Oh, yeah.
my father surprisingly hates almost all sorts of fiction
Okay.
Okay.
except for Godzilla.
Because it's old. Maybe
But
that's the reason.
I'll
First, he has a really soft spot
Okay.
for Godzilla. Like, if I show him like Lord of the Rings, Deadpool, like Iron Man, or like any of these,
any Marvel.
even like Quentin Tarantino movies, or like any of these movies, you know,
Okay.
Close to real.
yeah, like or like
My father doesn't watch Hollywood
you know,
that much.
Hold on, let's hear.
like non-fiction, you know, like those
Okay,
movies
yeah.
that are like not based on true story. No, but for Godzilla, you would always watch it. Always.
Big Dino.
Did you watch the recent Godzilla movies?
The minus one.
Actually, I
The
wanted.
-1 is.
We were supposed to, but we couldn't watch it. But I mean, I think it's now available on digital, so we could watch it.
Oh yeah, it's
on
out-
streaming services.
It's on
yeah.
Netflix now.
Yeah, so we could watch it.
And you can do it.
You know
in
why
other
it was
ways.
so popular?
Because of this budget, they're making a good one.
No, it's not just because of that. They actually, it's not just because of the low budget. But aside from that, it won an Oscar, of course. It's because it's actually based on real life thing. You know, it's based on World War II, right? Showed kamikaze pilots,
Okay.
all right, and it shows that actual people, human beings, found a way. It's out.
And like historical figures and all of that.
There were no.
They connected
There were no
those.
historical figures, but
The
it
era that which is it's short
no
in.
character.
It's finished.
it's finished.
Can we get the other Della?
Guys, can we get the other Della, please? If you don't want it,
The karak.
the Della.
The Della.
The karak.
Okay. So yeah, what I was saying is.
Oh yeah,
So
I think your dad would actually like Godzilla -1.
Yeah,
I think
it's a
you'd
good
like
one.
it,
It's
yeah.
a good
We
watch.
should-
It's a
which one
good
was
one.
that?
The one set in World War II.
And it's,
Ah, yeah,
it's from the Japanese studio.
Yeah, it won an Oscar.
It's also
Yeah.
finished.
It's fine. So,
So talking of fathers, my father's a big fan of Rambo and Terminator, especially.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
He's a diehard. He's the old OG fan.
I thought you were gonna say
He
Rainbow
was-
Six Siege.
No, he was the one who introduced me to Terminator 2, and he was like, "Just watch,
Same thing with
just
my
watch
brother.
this." and it's so
He
good.
watched this thing. So
I think it was my brother that got me into Terminator 2
Wow.
or so, because back then we didn't have. It
There's
was
so
just
much,
VHS
yeah.
movies. VHS movies.
see, basically, what
You see,
got
VHS are.
Abdurrahman, I know.
I mean,
Abdurrahman, I know.
okay, I'm sorry, but you didn't know what BlackBerry is.
I know BlackBerry.
So we
I
had to
the
explain to you
BlackBerry.
We had
VHS.
to explain to you that
You're
it was
asking
in a
if they
Barry
got
that
a
was
keypad
better,
one.
or a
You're
phone.
asking,
Yeah.
keypad
Yeah.
one. You didn't know about the communicator.
Okay.
You can't blame us.
Yeah, I can't. Okay, I
You're
would have done the same thing.
Your What do you
You know the
If
VCR.
I was old, I'm talking
You
to
know the
young
Hey, don't put me into this.
I didn't say anything.
You said your generation. Don't put me into
Not
this.
him. Him.
We're both in the same generation, but we're different.
Yeah, but you're older.
Same,
But
but
you're
different.
still at the same generation. We're the same thing.
That's why I'm telling him to not put me in with
You
you.
are the upgraded. You are the upgraded version.
Fine.
One
Back to the topic.
Alright, let's hear
about
it.
when we were talking about parents.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the factors that got me into being a geek is my father. You believe
Yeah,
that?
yeah. You
So-
told me that your dad likes Star Wars.
Yes, he watched the whole series, but again, he doesn't know any English names.
He just goes with the flow.
حرب النجوم. Yes, that
But-
thing.
That's okay.
Okay. That's fine.
He used that translate.
But he doesn't know any of the characters in terms of name, but he knows what they do.
Yes, basically. And even the older ones, you know,
The original.
The
the
prequel.
original Star Wars.
The original prequel.
nice.
And what I was shocked actually about, he watches Korean comedy shows.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I watch Japanese comedy shows.
Japanese are better, yeah.
but,
Yeah, but okay,
And he
your
used to
preference.
collect figures. Can you believe that?
your
I-
dad collects figures.
Yes.
Wait, what kind of figures?
So
are you talking
I came to his office and I was just checking around. So
about? Let him speak.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to hear this.
yeah, so I saw his.
The next time I see your dad, I'm gonna tell him this. I'm gonna see him Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh, no. Let's
I'll-
keep it on camera.
Okay.
But go on. Okay.
So,
Figures he has in his
So
office.
I went to his office and I was just checking around things. I forgot I was like grabbing a tool or something. So there was this figure on top of his PC.
Yeah.
I never knew who that character was. So after like 2 years, I watched Berserk.
Oh,
And
wow.
Turns out the figure on top of his PC is Casca.
Damn. That's classy.
And he has like
That
20
is-
and he has like 20 One Piece figures for some reason.
Yes.
Abdurrahman is your brother. You don't even know about
He
him.
watched
He's my cousin.
So you know,
should
you know,
Get here. How should I know about
But geekiness. flows.
Geekness flows in the blood, man. I
you know
don't know what to say,
that
but
one
come on.
boxing anime, Joe. What was it?
Joe
Ashton
Bizarre.
Joe.
Ashita no Joe.
He told me that he knew that anime.
Yeah.
It was
Joel
in Space
Butler.
Tune. Yeah, Space Tune and all of
Yeah,
those.
Space Tune was our main source of anime back then.
Okay.
And if you
Right.
like skipped an episode, you skipped it. You cannot go back.
You can't watch it
Yeah,
again.
it
no?
wasn't. We didn't have streaming back then.
It's not a
Even
telecast.
Blu-rays weren't even a thing.
I think.
What?
I think
Blu-rays
now-
weren't even a thing.
Blu-ray came too much later after CDs. Cassettes
Yeah, I
were too
know.
back then, yeah.
It was during the time when they got this new thing called Space Tune Go,
Okay.
which is their streaming platform now.
Ah.
Yeah.
So I think.
I had my father. This back then, Tom and Jerry was never a regular thing. So my dad used to get this cassettes. He got it from the video center, and then
Oh,
I used to watch it back in childhood.
I think I have like a DVD box set. of
Remember-
Tom and Jerry.
remember
Yeah,
I have
we
the
do.
cassette. I have the cassette still now.
You remember those stores?
Sometimes I actually go and tell the guys at the video store. I take a blank tape,
Yeah, to record.
and they record it.
Oh, wow, nice.
So I can at least watch it. All the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But
It's a good nostalgia.
But sometimes, that way I don't have to keep renting all the time. But here's what happened. You see, what they do is, I think if I'm not wrong, they don't want me to copy the tape,
Okay.
because I know for sure they don't. They want me to come back for repeat business.
You know, back then how they used to record it? They used to play the thing on the television, and they used to
just-
record in the same room. No, the cassette is there, and they just record it directly. They catch the sound, yeah.
Yeah, this
the
is
songs you used
and
to-
this was before capture devices were
Yeah,
invented.
so
think,
tape the tape cassettes. They were
You remember
recorded in
those
the room.
DVD stores?
Yeah,
Oh,
They
yeah.
were like they get like how can I say this? So you get the movie illegally,
rent.
Okay,
Yeah,
of
you rent
course.
it.
and they sell it for like 30 riyals or something.
yes.
And even those we talked about that actually previously.
Those were pure
The
nostalgia.
modded GTA series.
Oh,
That's what's nice.
Yeah, I think we talked about
So
that.
we should talk more about experiences.
Okay. Anybody got any kind of experiences they want to share?
Yeah,
in
more
what
childhood.
context are we talking?
experiences which introduced to the being a geek or how it started back in the day.
Well, I mean, my life was like pretty. I had like a pretty double-sided family, whereas like I have one family who's they into video games, geek stuff,
Okay.
like,
And the other formal.
and then like these things,
Mm.
they're very into geek stuff, and then they have the other ones who likes fishing, hunting
okay.
birds, and there's
Culture.
like
Falcon-
horse riding,
Falcon and Falcon.
football, and like all these things.
Okay,
So I lived with both of these
so
contexts.
it's a good mixture.
And just
Yeah.
to make it clear, we don't hate any of those hobbies.
No.
We actually
it's your-
embrace our culture. That's one thing. People
Nope.
think like if you're a geek, you just
Except if you have
push
annoying
away your
ones.
culture.
Well, nobody said that, but
I'm just making.
No, it's just putting it
it's
out
more
there.
about embracing the whatever culture that you like. If you like it,
Hey,
you like
whatever
it.
hobby you like, whatever your hobby you like.
Ghanem, keep going.
Please go on.
So yeah, like I lived with
Both,
sort of
both the sides,
context.
yeah.
But like I also like I think I became geeks just mostly because I lived as an only child most like
Ah.
almost all my
So
life.
you didn't get
So
influenced by anyone.
there wasn't enough people for me to hang out or I didn't have siblings who I could
In particular, you
share
can-
those things.
yeah.
For example, football. I liked football, but like
Not
I
to
would
that
only
depth.
play football specifically with my cousins. Or I like let's say Mario Kart, but I would only play Mario Kart if there was my cousin
Specific.
who would play with, so like yeah, so it's pretty specific, but it has to be with people and it has to be in a social setting. So I just sticked with single player games because I don't have to call anybody or invite someone
come and play with me.
sometimes you're just not there, or their parents are like, oh no, you're not gonna go out today.
Have you did your
And so,
homework?
I'm just like stuck being alone. So at least I got single player games. So,
So you
I
played
grew up
that.
with Crash Bandicoot,
single-player
Spyro the
games.
Dragon, Ratchet and Clank,
Ratchet and Clank, yeah.
They're the
Sly
beginnings.
Cooper,
Uncharted series.
Sonic, specifically
Ooh,
Sonic. I've
Sonic.
had,
Sonic.
I have played almost every single Sonic game.
And you have the old consoles.
Pokemon.
Tekken, Street Fighter.
No, because there's mostly multiplayer.
Okay.
But like a lot of them
I
single
remember
player.
playing Tekken with my brother back then. He always played King. He always played
I used to play Mario
I
with
remember
my
those days. I
Yoshi
Mario.
was my favorite.
bullied.
Mario was
I'm
so
a dummy.
good.
Just a training dummy.
I remember always using Kawaran just to bully my brother.
My rule was just the biggest character.
I used to get Paul.
He never.
I just punch.
No, I used to kick.
Okay.
So Warren's got this move where you can spam his kicks.
Uh,
You know.
On the previous Tekkens, that's possible.
Oh, he can't do it now.
No, I think it's just
And they
there's
just
new
changed it,
patches
yeah.
and nerf and all
They
the
probably
things.
nerfed it without a doubt. 'Cause
And
otherwise
the
everyone will-
blocking is better now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, but like that was pretty much my life, So like it's not like I chose, it's just that was my environment.
It's just a thing.
So I've had people who I play video games with, and then I have people who I can do
outdoor activities.
outdoor activities
Balance.
with. And if I'm my own, I can just do whatever I want, because what am I gonna do,
No,
Like-
You had the best of both
That is
worlds.
Kind of like that.
But wait, your social skills are impressive. So how did you develop your social skills when you don't have, brothers? Because I grew up with like a bunch of brothers, so yeah.
Like I said, so basically my family's doors were always open, especially for me. Like they always made an exception for me because they know, like, oh, he's an only child. Like we can't just keep him alone.
They encouraged you.
So
So
what
you
I
can
would
go
do,
to
I would
social
just
occasions.
storm in their houses. I would just get in, play with them, and then I finish with them. I can go to the other house. I can finish this. I can go to the other house.
So you had all the.
I had full
independence.
access to the
Yeah.
entire family.
So I have this same kind of thing because I used to live with my grandma, and the whole big family thing.
Oh yeah.
And people would come to visit my grandma and would just have free food. That's it. That's basically it.
Yeah.
And one more thing about living, like in the context of living with brothers, actually, it helped me
It's
becoming a
green,
geek.
right?
That's one more thing. So back then we used to collect these PlayStation 3 CDs. They would just store them in big boxes.
Okay.
And even the PlayStation 4 one. So when I grew up and I started playing video games, I would just go there to their bedroom and look under the table, and there's just a bunch of it's a free library. basically.
Okay.
And I was like, what am I playing today? And that one.
So this coming to this memory, coming to adding to this, I had this one specific cousin who used to he was a big geek back then when he was studying, right? So whenever I used to visit him during my summer holidays, I never used to sleep at night because we would just game the whole time.
And you can take one thing about physical CDs.
That's so good. You can carry in
You
anywhere.
can just take and give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to take all his CDs whenever I go to get
I
collection.
remember when I used to have like a big
Don't tell me the.
Oh yeah.
I
The
know.
cartridges.
Yeah, you can just put the
No,
CDs.
not the cartridges. It's it's a big bag that you put.
Okay, the CD carry bag.
The organizer, CD
Yeah.
organizer.
You ever had that one?
I still have.
Colin?
I still
I
have
have
it.
one in my room
I still
right
have
now.
it.
We
I
have a
still have
bunch of
it.
them.
It was back in the day when you
And
could
you
just
sorted
buy-
out like softwares, games, and any tech support CDs like Windows XP and like that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
it was a mess. I was just searching and I want that
Oh
game
wow,
today.
the nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. So that what got me into good games, because if I grew up in a household that never played campaign games or single player games, I would just be another usual multiplayer gamer. Sorry.
Okay.
So as soon as I had that opportunity, I would just pick a game every day and just beat it and pick another game.
The single player game.
Yeah,
most
and
probably,
not
okay.
only that, but even I have the digital library. So my brothers had accounts, and they would, do the what was
Exchange,
it
yeah.
called? The sharing,
Yeah, sharing
the
of the
family
game.
sharing thing, and I would just go to their account, download that, and play. So it was nice. It was nice, definitely. And they taught me how to play early. So yeah. I was like, so the first game I ever bought on myself, like by my own money.
Yes, it's a good question.
My first ever game. It was in 2017 actually.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Not bad.
back
Too young,
I
guy.
had, the
You
library.
are
I had
too
a free
young.
library in my room, in my house. Sorry.
But you want to have your own library.
Yeah. So I started with a Lego game. It was this police thingy game.
Lego
Okay.
City?
Yeah. No. It was like
Yeah, like there
police
was
station
Was it
thing. I
new
don't
to
know.
that time?
Yes.
If it's 2017.
So I went.
No, it's a new one.
You know
Yeah.
that. You know when that store called Sagar something.
Oh, God
that-
rest its soul.
Yeah, it's
Not
gone.
anymore?
it's gone now.
All branches closed.
Oh,
Nostalgic. This
that's
is
sad.
so nostalgic. So I
That's
would
so
go
sad.
with my brother. And
There is literally no soccer store that is open now.
But it is available online.
It's still available online.
Yeah, it's online.
yeah.
now.
So they have an app, by the way. It's interesting.
It's a bad app.
Ghanam, which was the first game that you started playing?
Yeah.
Anyone, single player, multiplayer. Which
First-
first game you bought?
Yeah, you both.
First game I bought.
A physical one.
Okay, are we talking about like because If
it
we're
was
talking-
Lego
A
City.
Lego City, yeah, okay.
yeah, Lego City. That's a
That's a good one, yeah. It's a good building game.
it's
So
really
Ghanem, yeah.
because I can't remember honestly, but like It's really hard question because I can't remember, and especially like the only time that I would buy is when Eid comes.
Okay.
When Eid comes, I would collect Eid money.
Okay.
Then this is where I would go and buy games, because generally I would just beg my parents to buy it for me.
It's my birthday, please. One game.
Bro, I was the most annoying little
Was it?
thing.
You are
ever.
still are. You still are.
No. Well,
Hold on.
we got a new one.
Come on.
What do you mean? Wait.
Anyway,
Yes.
Don't say anything. But were you buying bootleg games or
no. Like from Virgin, from Sega,
Original.
from my local
yeah.
game store. Yeah.
Okay.
Which one was yours?
Onimusha Warlords.
Ah, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
What's that?
But they stopped that series now.
The fact that you don't know
Yeah,
that
you're too young.
really
You're too young.
wants me to
Maybe
kill myself.
if I saw it.
Mine one was older than yours. Mine was Prince of Persia 2.
Okay, but the first game
The first game I had.
did play was the Incredibles on PlayStation 1.
Okay.
That was the first game I played.
2004
It was an iconically known
or 5.
game.
Yeah. Like when the Incredibles movie released.
Movie came, yeah. That time
Yeah,
they
that's
released.
when I discovered video.
Those were the times when the games came out with the movies.
Oh yeah.
It gives me some kind of Ninja Gaiden vibe.
Yeah, Onimusha was good. It was a good series.
Oh,
I
no,
think they are rebooting it.
Oh, yeah.
I think they are remaking it now. Onimusha again.
They made a remaster a few years ago, but
Okay.
that was about it.
But yeah, this did not. It
know,
was not that good.
It was not good because it was a port from PS2 to PS4.
PS4, yeah.
I mean, it's
okay.
I mean, it was good, but to be honest, I would rather prefer if Capcom
Made
just made another one.
another
What
one.
Capcom doing now? We want DMC 5. Come on.
DMC 6.
What?
5 came out already.
I think you mean
Don't.
Five is
don't-
already
here. Five or
He's counting
I
the reboot. No, yeah, 5 is the thing. Oh, my bad.
They will make
DMC
that 5,
6,
yeah?
Yeah, 5 is the new
I don't
one.
want DMC6. I want Onimusha.
Ah.
I mean, they already made a Netflix anime. I don't want Netflix anime. I
want
want
a
a
game,
game.
yeah.
And what was it?
Make it
Dragon
yourself.
Dogma? What happened to that game?
The second came, no? Dragon Dogma 2 came.
Yeah, what happened to it?
It was a good one. It went under the radar, but it was a
I
good
think
one.
The hype was just about the game coming out.
Out, yeah.
And then nobody's talking
It
about
died.
What
It
game are you
died.
guys talking about?
Dragon's Dogma 2.
I think another
Oh.
game came with it and it just
Is
went
it-
under the carpet.
Isn't it already in development?
No, it came out.
Oh, yeah,
I
it
think
came
he's talking about Dragon's Age.
Dragon's Age.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I'm talking about Dragon.
Dragon Dogma 2 it came already.
What's the development? I think it's still Dragon's. No, wait, not
It's
even.
out. It's out.
No, it's already out. yeah.
Even Dragon's Age?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I mean Dragon Dogma. I know.
All that I'm excited.
Both of them
All
are
am I
out.
excited about is 2 games. The first Berserker Kazan and
Yeah.
the second one is Crimson Desert.
Yeah, it's a good
Black
gameplay.
Desert,
Yeah,
Black
it was-
Desert was not nothing I would love. Okay,
I
I
would-
didn't like it.
I
It was
would
an
admit-
MMORPG.
I would
hated that.
admit I tried Black Desert for a while, but the problem is it took them a long time to get new classes.
That
not,
is true.
Not to, and they didn't get those classes in the beginning because I know that's how microtransactions work now.
I'm excited for Red Dead Redemption coming on PC now.
The remaster.
Yeah, it's coming on
I'm with
PC.
you on Crimson Desert, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good.
No,
You saw the
one-
gameplay?
No,
It's
no,
good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Amazing.
Quite good, yeah.
It's big, or it's a
Yeah,
big,
big
open
world,
world.
yeah, it's
a
too big.
open world.
People said like at the beginning the company claimed that it was an MMORPG and they switched.
But they switched to that.
They switched
yeah.
way too many times.
It's like, what was it called? You ever heard of Final Fantasy 15?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you know it was originally called Final Fantasy versus something?
Yeah. Initially, when they announced,
It was
yeah.
initially in 2006. It was initially made as some sort of expansion into a series of I don't know, it was Lightning or 13. Basically that. Oh yeah, I don't remember which one.
But they changed it in
But
while
They
development.
shelved it. Then later on in 2015, they
Final
released it
Fantasy
as Final Fantasy 15.
That's a good one. You got a comment.
Okay.
The first game I played was Time Crisis Driver. The tutorial of Driver. Oh damn! The tutorial of Driver. Have you played Driver?
Oh,
The car game.
Oh, yeah.
The tutorial was so bad, and it was
just
so
basically
tough. It
drive
was so
around.
tough.
Just
No, it
basically
was.
drive around.
Many people could not
play
pass the
Crazy
tutorial.
Taxi,
the
man.
tutorial actually is like
That's
a
a good
hook.
one.
Yeah.
You should hook
You
players,
just-
not push them away, because
It was so irritating.
one thing.
It's basically just Grand Theft Auto at this point, you know. Just steal the car and just drive around. You know.
Yeah, Tariq came up with first game I played was Midtown Madness. Yeah, that's a good one. House of the Dead. Need for Speed 2 Special Edition. That was so much good. Need for Speed.
Kind of reminds me of when my cousin got us the steering wheel
Yes.
and the pedals. So
I
you can
cried for
really
that.
dri-
I
dri-
cried
drive
for that.
around.
I cried for that, but couldn't get it. It was too costly back then.
It was expensive.
Too
And it's still
expensive, man.
expensive.
That's expensive. Yeah.
Even now.
The good type, you know?
You can get a cheap.
No, it's way more expensive now.
Yeah, because it comes with the chair and everything.
Yeah.
No, because now you have to buy it in individual parts.
Parts,
now.
yes. The pedals are
Yeah.
separate.
It's
The
not like
steering is
The gear is something,
gear, if you want,
the
is
wheel is
separate, yeah.
something,
Yeah.
the chair is something else.
That's thing about a stereotype of geeks.
Instead of building PC, now you have
They
to
go
build
too
your
far.
car.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You know that we are as a geek community have to spend so much on our own hobbies.
It's costly, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
quite
want to do
costly.
you want to do something. You want to
You can just play simulators.
you want to. Can I?
Yeah, you keep going.
You want to collect a figure. You want to buy a console. You want to build a PC. You want to get a new monitor. You want to.
But to go for all these figurines, like such things, it's quite costly in comparison to the rest part of the world. Whereas in Qatar, it's too costly to if you want to be a collector of figurines.
All right. First of all, there's a reason, you know, because not a lot of not a lot of figures are available here. Not to mention the big ones, like what's it called, Prime
Limited
ones.
editions.
Yeah, limited editions.
ones,
from
The ones made
studio,
with resin or the high quality
The
material.
limited ones, like 500 or 600
or
pieces they make,
or
yeah.
even the big ones.
Yeah.
Or even metal
And the
Gundams.
shipping and the
Huh?
shipping
It's
is
Metal
so-
Gundams.
so
They're
costly.
never available here.
Never available, yeah.
They're only available in Japan. I know.
Analog.
That's the best thing, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, enjoying the best.
Yeah, you saw like the city. What was it called? Akihabara.
Oh,
Oh
the
yeah,
one
I
in
would.
Tokyo.
I lived there
you
once.
oh wow, lucky you.
How
man.
was it? How was it?
Oh, it's good.
Tell
Like
us
a
about your
heaven for
experience.
us.
Okay. This is actually a geek experience. So me and my buddy, we actually lived in near Akihabara when we went to Japan last. Since we didn't have any plans, we just lived in Akihabara in Tokyo. All right. So every time we go out, all right, we just go near the station and just go into Electric City
Okay.
or Electric Town. That's where literally every single on your right side, figures, games, electronics, all you want, all the day.
Arcades, PC parts, all of those things.
That's on the opposite side.
See, that's
Alright.
nice.
And there's this one place called Yodobashi Camera. Right? Now there's all kinds of places, but when really, no one cares about places here, Abrar.
He likes to toss in. Yeah, carry
Now
on, yeah.
there's this one place called Yodobashi Camera. Now there are other branches, but the one in Akihabara is big as hell. Over 12 stores. The last ones are restaurants, right? But all of it, like all kinds of electronics. I'm talking. There's an entire floor for phones. There's an entire floor for headphones.
Wow.
And audio equipment and speakers.
And the prices are good, by the way. Just one thing.
Oh yeah. I remember one
I
time.
wanted to ask questions.
So what's just to add in
let's hear it.
what's
Let's
the
hear it.
tax? What the tax is there?
if
Is
you
there
get
applicable?
your passport with you, no tax.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
what? Really?
Oh yeah.
That's good.
They're tax free.
And how about like the country itself? Is it expensive? Just travel there, like
cost
for
of
2
living.
weeks, 1 week.
I will tell you one thing in general, that a general rule every single one of these effing bloggers that say it every time about traveling to Japan, and take it as me, a person who went there 15 times.
Wow.
All right. Traveling to Japan is not expensive. Living there is not expensive. If you know your way around, then you do. Do not spend money on these.
There we go.
Do not spend money on these extravagant 5-star hotels. If you want comfort, you could still get comfort in a 4-star or 3-star. Actually, 4-star.
Wait.
Don't go 3-star hotel.
Wait, there's this one capsule hotel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't go to capsule hotels.
Why? Creepy.
Yes,
Definitely.
creepy, and also it's just one room. Like it's a capsule.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
capsule
but
lie down.
again,
Just
you're in a
sleeping,
different
yeah.
country. You're gonna go out all night,
that-
all day, and
Yeah,
just
Romeo.
sleep and get
Yeah,
back.
Especially for Arabs
you-
who
you
bring
got-
like 5 luggages. What are you gonna do? You're gonna shove 5 luggages in the
That's the
capsules?
problem there, you know.
So Ghanem, you was
You were
going to say
asking a
something.
question.
Please add to it. Go ahead.
So I wanted to ask, in your childhood,
Yes.
not right now,
Okay.
what is your favorite console when you were a child? I can start,
Go ahead.
Let's go like this.
and it's a Nintendo DS.
Okay.
Mostly because I liked it because like consoles where you have to be in one place, whereas a DS you don't have to.
roam.
I
You can roam
can
around.
Portable.
go everywhere. I can take it, especially traveling. religiously took the DS. Like I would
And it has a
take-
good battery backup too,
Bro,
right?
I would like forget,
The bathroom.
I would forget everything.
What
Like,
is
I just
happening around you?
I wouldn't even put clothes. I would just bring my DS. I'm like, okay, yeah. Like especially there were times where I would travel on the car frequently, and so a DS was life
The
changing.
starting point was the Game Boy, right?
Hmm?
The start.
Yeah, the Game Boy.
I started the Game Boy, and then I just loved the DS ever since.
One thing I liked about the Game Boy is the amount of accessories you can put on it.
So many.
Like they're putting weird stuff.
You had the
Game
camera
Genie
too.
and
You had the camera too.
Joysticks and then the light and the screen.
Oh man, I remember those days.
Okay.
And
Console.
and you're very limited by your battery.
Yes,
It
the
was
battery was
in the
too small. Yeah.
standard battery, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So before I answer your question, I'm the youngest here, okay?
Yeah.
So the I would say the best console, not the oldest console I ever played, was PlayStation 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
no
it was.
arguments.
So I think it's like the point that PlayStation just
Oh yeah.
like
Metal,
I started
Metal Gear Rising.
Yes. Wow.
that game. Actually, it's my favorite game.
Why didn't they make a sequel of it, or why didn't
No,
they?
it's good enough.
Platinum games.
No,
Good on its own.
Platinum
yeah, no, it doesn't need a sequel. It just needs to be remade.
Yeah, it's so
ported,
good,
or
so good.
something.
It's already on.
And it was like the whole.
I mean, yeah, no.
It was path breaking.
and it wasn't pricey.
Yeah, it was.
And by the way, it's just. What's wrong?
I told
What
him
did
to.
you say?
I told him to buy Metal Gear Rising of PC. He got offended.
You
Can I buy it with this PC? Can I play it?
Yeah,
Oh,
the port.
this PC
and
is
it's not that
so much
expensive.
good.
Bro.
Fine, fine.
You know, I bought it for like 30 reals.
Okay, nice.
You want to slap on the face?
Why?
Just checking.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you want to
I-
fight?
I had the
Man,
original. I had-
what's wrong with you,
I
huh?
just want to fight.
So-
Wait, I had the original.
Okay, let's go back to the question.
So
and I
had
wanna.
PlayStation 3.
Alright.
PlayStation 3.
Okay, I wanna go back to my
Yeah.
question. Answer. Continue.
Okay,
Yeah.
go on.
And I found in our house, my family's house, is an old iPod. Actually.
Okay.
An old iPod.
Oh man.
I still have it. Yeah.
And in the iPod, there were photos of my trip to London.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
And in the photos, there was a photo of me carrying a limited edition DS.
Wow.
Like I was like, just
So you still
like-
have it?
Did you send the image to yourself?
I have the images, yeah.
It's in the
To
iPod.
your
No?
iPod, or did you just?
No, you could like data
Connect it.
transfer.
Yeah, you can
the
transfer it.
image.
Yeah.
From it, yeah.
I'm
do
not
that.
sure.
You have to connect to your laptop
because
and
we
you can-
transferred it from the camera to the iPod.
The iPod.
Oh,
Yeah. So I had an iPod. Yeah, actually, I
You can
did play on an iPod once. Or
Oh,
twice.
lucky
yeah.
you.
Or
Okay.
twice. Okay.
Yeah, so like I like
this
because
small.
that's how much I love the DS.
This
I would just carry it with me everywhere,
the,
literally everywhere.
So
And the
this
way-
this was in which year you're speaking about?
2007,
Okay.
2007, 2008,
Okay.
like when Diamond and Pearl came out, and
Ah,
Wow.
Pokemon.
I just loved the DS. Like I took it everywhere with me.
So which was your control?
I didn't finish my answer.
Okay.
So
Carry on.
PlayStation 3.
Yes.
Yeah. So PlayStation 3. I started with a game called Skate.
Ah,
Mhm.
yes.
Tony Hawks.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Wait.
No, Skate.
Tony
Skate.
Hawk's
Skate
Skate.
3.
No, Tony Hawk is
okay.
separate. Skate is alone. It's different.
Isn't it?
Yeah, Skate is different.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
It's a
alright.
different
Ah,
IP. Yeah.
Skate is
Skate is
different.
different
Okay.
IP. Yeah.
it was just the way I learned how to use a controller. My
Nice.
brother would like do this, and if I didn't do it, do it again. And I
So you were
it's just
trained.
like-
You
same
were
thing
trained.
with- Same thing with the laptop and the PC. Same story. So, anyways,
So you have to hit him during training. Now you get
he
to
does
know.
that already. Anyway,
And now he's doing it
I
again.
haven't done
Wow.
it yet.
And then he just started it.
I haven't-
No, he didn't
I
hit
he
you.
didn't really do it.
I haven't fought you yet. I haven't sparred with you yet.
So
So
you got the picture now. What
So
to do?
about the
Yeah.
PlayStation 3,
Okay.
it was the first time multiplayer was right, multiplayer was introduced on PlayStation
Okay.
3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was, it
So
was.
yeah, it was the first time multiplayer was introduced, and I remember playing with my brothers the split screen of Black Ops,
Oh man.
Okay. Yes, sir.
and I would lose. Like,
Split screen was new back then. It was
I
so
would
fun.
always lose,
Actually,
and
no. It was even on 2 and 1.
But it was not that popular with games. You don't have any options.
Well, if you're, actually, if you're playing like let's say any of these warrior games,
Yeah.
on three or 2,
Hmm.
like Dynasty or Samurai.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna play 2 players,
Then then you get split screen.
then you
Yeah.
get split
Mm.
screen. But the annoying thing is, it's in the middle,
Ah, so
not like this.
okay.
All right?
So it's like top and bottom.
Top and bottom,
So it's two.
so you can at least see the mini map. Oh yeah.
So definitely PlayStation 3 was best.
Okay,
Flip
so
points. Yo,
Right.
Abdurrahman.
I'm gonna wait for Ghanem
Okay.
because I want him to hear this.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
Coming back to me,
No, no,
mine.
no, no, no.
I will wait for Ghana.
let's
Okay,
wait
let's-
for
let's-
Ghanem.
okay,
We gotta-
no
We gotta
problem.
all be together for this.
No
we
problem.
need a correct break.
No problem.
Sadly.
Well, there it is. Is it done? Is it
Finish,
finished?
finish, خلاص.
Yeah, Ghanem finished it.
Well, I
Oh.
gotta say, two people, two karakdelas and
So many drinkers.
so many drinkers. You can't blame it.
It's a podcast.
No
you need to get
problem.
energized.
Oh yeah, we got.
So we'll get a drum next time.
Ghanem, you gotta hear the.
yeah.
Reminds me of my army days. We actually had a drum of karak. Oh yeah.
Wow.
What?
In my army days, during national service, we had a drum of karak.
Drum?
A drum,
Yeah. So that's what I was suggesting. If people are all correct,
drum of karak.
like an actual drum.
pour it whenever you want.
Like an actual drum of karak. You just put your glass under it and then
You
like
pour
water.
it. Yeah. You pour it.
The one. The
You mean a
ones-
barrel?
Drum.
Isn't it called a
Drum, barrel, whatever, man.
The things you would see in an Indian restaurant. It's good. It tastes amazing. It's something with it's just special.
The level of racism.
No, not racist. I said that I liked it. What do you mean I'm racist?
You mentioned it's an Indian restaurant.
Indian
in
restaurant.
particular.
Because they're the one that
Have it.
if I'm not mistaken. صح?
yes.
No, they did.
Okay, they do. They do. Okay,
did,
so
Yes, I said. I
All right.
Yeah.
So
Coming back to
so
you.
we were waiting for you so I can tell you my
yes.
answer. My answer is without a doubt PlayStation 1.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
It was kind of,
was
yeah.
the console.
Surprised.
Huh?
Not surprised.
You were the
I mean,
revolution, yeah,
I
back
did
then.
start with Game Boy and all that stuff, but honestly, I would say PlayStation was the best one. Once I played Spyro,
Oh, Sparrow.
Hooked to it.
hooked to it, you know, and that was when he was, I think, collecting those gems.
Mm.
The game when you're collecting the gems.
So
And I
the
think
first
it
one,
was,
yeah.
The
it
first
was, it was
There's
the 3D. It was the 3D thing.
there
That
was a
started.
2017 remastered actually on
Yeah, they made
PlayStation
it,
4.
yeah.
I
Trilogy,
I
they made a
played that
trilogy.
game. Yeah, it was a gift on my birthday actually. That was nice. So keep going.
Well,
About Spyro.
that was for me. I was playing with my cousin.
Okay.
He showed me the PlayStation for the first time. It was the first PlayStation. All right. And that time when I was playing Spyro,
Mhm.
I got hooked to the story. I got hooked to the gameplay, the running, the running, the horns, the small fires that look like
The
fireworks.
3D.
The 3D, it was the 3D
The
game.
3D
yeah.
back then,
it
the
was
3D
so new.
technology
It was
was
like, this is the future. This is
and
path
that-
breaking.
and it was the late
Yeah.
90s. What do you expect? you know?
Yes. From 2D game,
so
we
what year are
turned
we
to.
talking like?
I think it was, I don't remember. I think it was 1999.
Yeah.
1999.
Before that, it was King of Fighter. It was 2D back then completely. King of Fighter, have you played it?
And then
97.
they introduced
So wait,
3D
question.
fighting
What was the
and
first 3D game?
I think GTA started with
I
it.
think Mario, right? Mario 64.
Mario 64.
Yeah, Mario 64.
Or GTA.
No,
In
it
And
2001.
The way they actually developed
No,
Three,
no, Mario
no?
was
64.
2001. It was before.
Okay.
See the way they developed.
Because remember, you got
oh.
Pokemon, all those. All those were on N64.
Yes, N64. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See the way they developed the Mario 64 is actually brilliant. It's in the name of the console itself. What was it called?
N64.
The
It is
whole,
64,
I don't
yeah.
know what they use, but like the
64 MB. It was 64 MB game memory it was using, because before that it was 32 bit games, which was 2D platform.
and now we have like
then they switched to 64 MB. This bits.
So
this
Abdurrahman,
was
are you gonna add
64.
anything about that?
So coming to my, should you add anything?
no.
fine.
For me, it was always PlayStation 1. To be honest, not. I mean. All right, according to Grove, this is actually going to answer.
97 2D.
97 was GTA
2D.
2D.
2D. 2 it was. Yeah.
All right.
So in 97 Mario 64 came in 97.
Oh, 80s. It was in the 80s.
No.
64.
No way,
Yes.
no way.
No.
older.
No man.
Really?
80s was 80. 85, 80 came out.
That's
No.
Super Mario.
Mario 64.
Super Mario, the normal 2D one.
No, Super
Yeah,
Mario.
Google
That
it.
one, I don't know when.
It was in the 80s.
1996.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, 1 year, yeah, after GTA
Alright.
2. Okay, so
well.
coming to me, my first console was the SES, Sega Home Entertainment,
Nice.
with the joystick wires and all. You play the Mario, and there was pinball, and this Guardian, which there's a bug and you are killing all the space invaders, right?
Did you know that Atari is actually making a new console now that you get all the classic
They're remaking
7000
Yeah,
games?
they
yeah.
already sell that, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they're coming up with that now.
It's like what the
From
PlayStation.
Atari
It's
itself.
like what PlayStation did, the mini version of PlayStation 1.
yeah,
They
the
made an
PS1.
anniversary, yeah.
Is it bad?
Well,
It was just a token.
I mean, it's just a collector's item, and you
It's-
get how many games did it have?
32.
Yeah, it came. It built in games. It came with the
How much
built-in
was it?
games. I think $199.
No,
$99. $99. Yeah.
So
So coming back to
Yeah,
my
go
thing,
ahead.
the first console was the Sega system, and the best one is for me is PC, hands down. Every time I'm a PC gamer, so I just love playing on it. And if you're talking about mobility, so yeah, I'll go back to Nintendo, my normal Game Boy.
which operating system are we talking like in PC?
PC is Windows.
Windows. Yeah.
Windows
Which
PC.
Windows?
For gaming friendly, I think Windows 10 is much better for me because with 11, too much
I'm
updates are
talking
going
the
on.
first ever
Like
First
your-
Windows. Okay, I got my first PC in 1994. So we had my first PC configuration was Pentium 1, and the first game I played on it was Doom.
Really?
The Doom 1 game. That was my first game, and the second CD I bought. It came with the PC, and the first game CD physical copy I bought was Prince of Persia 2.
Oh, I remember when I lived in my grandmother's house. And you know when you buy cereal boxes in the
Yes,
grocery,
yes.
and then it would come with CD-ROM games.
Yes.
Oh.
They used to
It's
they used to
so
give CDs. Yeah, they
That
used
was
to
a
give.
thing, man.
Now to add to it, there comes this game magazines. They used to put CDs of the game magazines with the seal
Is
box.
it like
Yeah.
a demo?
Yeah, you used to get demo games.
They
Yeah,
were like full-on games.
And walkthroughs. And walkthroughs were
And
in
the first game?
magazines back then.
I remember the only thing about cereal is like
and the first game for which I
game.
cried first game which I cried was for Road Rash 2. You know the Road Rash? Road Rash, where you kick the biker next to you and you're just old one with a bike handle.
It's actually becoming famous nowadays.
Yes,
you know?
yes. Road Rash, it was so hot
The
that
one you go
back
downhill
those
and
days.
you can do tricks.
You can hit them with the bat and with the chain the driver next to you.
That's nice, definitely.
Man.
So one more thing is I want to make a relationship here between feeling and being a geek.
Please.
Nostalgia. That's
Of
the
course.
thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Then you know how PlayStation 5 came with the new PS1
One,
version?
yeah.
Yeah.
See the feeling you get. You're older than me, definitely. You've played the PlayStation 1. So
Out of all people you had to pick to be older than you, why did you have to pick me?
Because your favorite.
PS1, yeah, PS1
Okay.
generation,
Yeah.
because you talked about PlayStation 1.
Yeah, but you pointed at me.
Yeah.
Okay,
'cause-
sorry, Abdulrahman. Sorry.
But it was the best.
Oh,
best
sorry that
video
you have like the
console.
most fondest memories of PlayStation 1.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It was a good time
why
back
are you
then.
why are you mad about this?
Why is so mad?
You should be happy about
Hey,
it.
I can say I'm old. You can't say it.
Okay.
Okay.
That
well,
ages
whatever.
it. That
So,
ages
The
it.
feeling, the nostalgia is good.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So, you know how Atari came back?
yeah.
Mm.
So, and when I was talking with when I was walking with my father, and he saw the Atari, they used to sell it.
Mm.
He just started taking pictures of it. The feeling, I can feel the feeling.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can see.
Yeah,
I
there's
can,
nostalgia.
Whenever you see a figure or a game or anything that like reminds you,
of your childhood.
yeah, like right now, Sparking Zero reminds you of how many times you
Yeah.
played Budokai Tenkaichi. Like it reminds you of.
I remember playing Budokai Tenkaichi with
And
my
Raging
family.
Blast?
Not Raging Blast, but at the time we were playing Budokai Tenkaichi on the GameCube. So like I would remember playing it with my family.
You remember
Speaking-
Remember the?
Yeah.
Oh man, what I would do was like going like this.
Oh yeah.
On both analog.
Yeah.
It hurt my
How
palm.
can you even do that?
We just did it, man.
It was just a
We
practice. It
Built
was
different.
I remember.
Oh,
Actually, I remember
and
that.
it came to the point where the rubber just fell off.
yeah. It
fell off
breaks up,
because
yeah.
of how many times I spin it. You know.
Yeah.
like-
What console was that?
I think it was not. Oh man.
No, not the console. The
PlayStation
boxes.
2,
was 2 and 3.
GameCube. Yeah,
Two and
like
three.
those games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raging
Makes
Blast
sense.
came on 3, 1 and 2, and Raging Blast was the first one that had Vegeta as Super Saiyan 3.
Mm.
Oh,
So that was a hype.
Oh yeah, first game console to actually have Vegeta as a Super Saiyan 3.
He was just straight off.
Yeah,
Super
Groove Street,
Saiyan.
you know, Road Rash
Oh, no,
was
not
bomb.
straight off. You unlock him eventually.
So it was a playable
With
character.
the, what was it called? The game. I don't want to miss, but the new game, the new Dragon Ball game.
Sparking Zero. Yeah.
Sparking Zero, yeah.
Zero. Okay.
Yeah.
See, when I told you about there is not, I thought there was not like much characters, but actually the transformation is built inside the character. It's like there is a base character and the transformation.
You
is
upgrade it,
within
yeah?
it.
You upgrade it, yeah.
They added that system I think on Tenkaichi 3.
It's not like Fighter Z, where you have like different characters and different
Oh yeah,
transformations.
you got the early, the mid,
The base,
the
the-
late.
You
Even-
develop,
and
you
even
develop.
when they were like kids. That's the thing.
Oh yeah. You got
That was nice.
Yeah, because you gotta show them how they were developing the characters, and they added this new thing called proficiency. So you gotta use the characters more.
Hmm.
And yeah,
That's nice.
I don't know what happens when you get the maximum proficiency.
I think they make an in-game mechanic for it.
Oh yeah, that's
Like-
a new in-game
Yeah.
mechanic. Oh yeah.
So going for the nostalgia that you pointed out,
So-
2 days back, actually I was just browsing through YouTube, right? So I don't know if you remember, this Nickelodeon used to be a thing back then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had this this show which was Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Mm-hmm.
You know that there were some teams of kids from school. They used to like battle to get the treasure inside the temple.
Sounds
And
familiar.
yeah, and it was like I just was back in my day when I used to come from school, and it was used to come on Nickelodeon at 4 o'clock.
And you get back from school and
Yeah, without
that exact
changing
time and
without
that
changing
exact
uniform, you just sat down in front of the television and just watch it.
Mm.
Like it was so
when I
nostalgic.
come back from school, I always watch Muka Muka.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, and eat French. Yeah, and eat French fries.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, we can talk
That's
about French
nostalgia.
fries in the next episode.
Yes.
That was all for this episode.
Alright, so
Yeah.
let's give us like a minute for your whatever point you're.
Yeah, you were
Yes.
raising, yeah.
We're saying.
So back to nostalgia.
Make it quick so we can.
Okay.
All right.
The way like I went again, I talked about the library we had in our little house. So
Yeah.
I opened the box and I started, browsing the old games I have played.
Okay.
Because I've played them in each one of them
Mhm.
actually. So I opened the box. I started just flipping and opening the box and
Okay, move on from opening.
even smelling the box.
Okay.
That was a thing. Okay. So that's all the experience I have. Like I'm not an old guy.
You're not that old, yeah.
What? He looked at me. You looked at me.
No, it's the uncle. Come on, give him some slack. Cut him some slack.
I'm cutting him as much as slack as I can. If I do, I'll have to cut him a slap, not a slack.
You have to slap him now. He told, yeah.
The words
Yeah,
sound the
so
same.
yeah. So okay,
This was a great episode, honestly.
Yeah,
and-
definitely.
oh man.
Takashi's Castle. Yes,
Oh,
yes, Abrar.
I
Yes.
remember that show.
And if you remember, we had this done by Javed Jaffrey back in India
Takashi's
with the
Castle.
commentary. Abrar, do you remember?
Show me a photo. I don't remember the name. but show
This
me the-
was a Japanese show where I think Japanese or
It
Korean?
was Japanese.
Japanese, and they used to do this game. 100 people used to compete in that. There were
Yeah.
different tasks.
Yeah. and
Oh,
you
yeah,
had to-
used to
yeah,
bounce
yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah.
The old one, and they made a new one.
Yeah, I
in
know
Prime,
what you're talking about.
yeah, in Prime Video.
Yeah, they did again.
So
Yeah.
those Japanese
It was
game
so
shows
good.
they
It
do,
was so good.
The Japanese would do so
Japanese
many
game shows, yeah.
They're so good. Japanese
And even
games are
weird
just
ones.
insane.
But this one,
This one's the best.
yeah, the new one
Huh.
in Prime Video.
Okay.
Yeah, they got YouTubers and all kinds of people already.
Okay.
And Shah had made one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it good?
No,
Definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, it's too tough, man.
Yeah,
We should speak
you,
about
you know
how
what they called it in Shahid? Takashi's Castle. قلعة Takashi.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think I've seen that one. It was
Yeah.
horrible.
See,
It was absolutely horrible.
my point.
We should talk. That
the
should
one,
be the next
the
topic.
one which was dubbed in India, the one which was dubbed in India was so good. The guy was so
23rd.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, 23rd.
So we should just
Yeah, because we know
Done
the
then.
16th we got. We'll talk about 23rd.
Okay.
Remakes or something like that.
Hmm.
Like,
Oh yes, okay.
But
remakes.
that's a wrap for the episode
All
today.
right.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks guys for joining us in today's topic about today's
Stereotypes and our childhood.
as well
Video
as
games.
nostalgia.
Yeah,
of
nostalgia.
Various geek
overall-
cultures and things like that.
Yeah.
And it was a nice trip down memory lane, as well as we get to see how kind of different geeks we are. Actually, I don't think we're that different. I think we're all similar in this case, right?
Yeah, more or less
we met in the same event, so
yeah.
makes sense.
So we like the
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing more or less.
Oh yeah. All right. So look forward to another fun-filled episode. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say.
I hope that you are.
Thank you guys for watching.
Of Qatartainment, and thanks for watching.
Hope you are Qatartained.
All right, this was your host Abdurrahman, aka Single QTR.
Your co-host Ramiz.
And I'm Khalifa Al-Shahrani.
We'll see you all next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Take care. Good night. And like, share, and subscribe to our channel.